This text is hard to receive because as someone that doesn't drink coffee, no, I don't want to grab a coffee. Coffee shops are great. I love coffee shops, but when you don't drink caffeine, it can be hard to find ones that have drinks and snacks that meet your needs. And that's why I compiled a list of the best coffee shops in Indianapolis for non-caffeine drinkers, so you can feel included when your girlies want to grab a coffee. We're here at Parlor Public House with the bestie, but she's doing work. I got a horchata. It's called the Sunshine Superman, which is a horchata with hibiscus honey syrup, which looks like it was frozen into the ice cube, which is a fun play. So the drink is like slowly starting to get this beautiful like pink hue. So I'm gonna let that melt a little bit. Horchata, if you don't know, it's usually a plant-based milk. So it's water blended with either rice or almonds or a type of nut, and then flavored with vanilla and cinnamon. So it's a very nice light drink for the summertime. It's usually found in Latin America. And then for the snack, they have so many fun drinks and foods here because they do cafe during the day, cocktails at night. We have a falafel sandwich situation happening, and I'm so excited to dive into this. It looks amazing. It's got the falafel, which is a Mediterranean styled chickpea meatball, if you want to kind of look at it that way. It's little fried balls of mashed chickpeas with spices. Most of the time cilantro is in there, and then it looks like they have a hummus on here as well with some diced tomatoes and arugula. So I'm really excited to dive into that. And I just have to take a sip of this. Whoa, whoa. Oh wow, that's so much happening in one drink. Oh my God, it tastes so floral with the hibiscus and the lavender notes, but the milk grounds it really nicely, and it's like sipping on a pink blooming cloud is what it feels like. I love how the cinnamon pairs nicely with those floral notes and creates this like super sweet and really delightful, refreshing drink that isn't too heavy. Wow. Do you want to try this?
Good, yes.
Please take a sip. Isn't that wild?
It's a floral bomb.
I know. I'm gonna go ahead and dive into this sandwich, kind of smash the falafel a bit so I can get it into every bite. That's really good. There's a little bit of spice going on here, and I can't tell if that's from the kind of tomato pico situation or if it's from the actual falafel, but I love a little spice, so I am all here for it. I think there's some lime in the tomato, so that's adding a nice acidity with the pico. And the falafel is really, really good. It's not too oily, it's not too greasy. I do love a crunchy falafel that is soft on the inside. That's how it's meant to be. It's kind of charred on the outside, soft on the inside. I wonder if they bake theirs instead of frying, because there really isn't a lot of oil on there like you can have with some that are fried. I like the bread. I don't know what type of bread this is, but it's really light. It's not overpowering. It's super thin. I really like the choice of arugula because it adds this nice bitterness to all the tones. So you have the, falafel that is spiced with warming spices, that cilantro, with the hummus that's pretty mellow, but adding like a nice nuttiness from the tahini, then the acidic tomatoes with the cilantro on there as well. And then this like really beautiful bitter note that's coming from the arugula, and arugula is actually really good for you because bitters help to activate your stomach and prepare it for digestion. So we're coming back to my drink. which the ice cube has melted a little bit more. It's very, very sweet. I don't eat or drink a lot of sugar, so sweet things are very sweet to me. What's sweet to an average person is like overload for me. So this is quite sweet, but with something so savory and nutty and rooted as the sandwich, it's a really nice pairing. Okay, I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna put this in my mouth and we're gonna see what it is. I'm so sorry. Definitely tastes like it's just hibiscus tea. This is one of my favorite coffee shops in the city based on aesthetic alone. I love the mid-century modern look. Their attention to detail really comes through with all of the natural elements and the little vintage finds that you can just see everywhere that they've used to decorate. And two, if you're looking for somewhere to focus, sunlight and plants have been shown to increase productivity. While it can get really busy, there are nice little places to find your quiet space, put some headphones on, and they even have a little nook up here behind me that's really nice if you're wanting to hone in, and they have some quiet rooms as well if you're looking to do a group gathering or if you're looking to just be comfy in your own little corner. So I'm at Coffee, which is in the heart of Indianapolis on Mass Ave, which is an art district of the city. And this building is actually from the 1890s, which is crazy. And let me tell you, being energetically sensitive, it's definitely haunted. But we're not here for that. We're here for the food. This is a pastry. It's a honey cream pastry, and it has almonds on the top and some nuts on the inside with some honey and sugar. So you can see a little bit here, the filling, which is a nut and honey, and it looks like cinnamon filling. In between this beautiful white and fluffy pastry dough topped with almonds, and I absolutely love the texture of the kind of burnt and really golden brown top with the super fluffy inside. It reminds me of a kind of super fancy and sweet dinner roll, obviously with a more extravagant top. One of my favorite texture combinations is the hard, crunchy nut with the super fluffy pastry dough. You can't get any better than that. The server suggested the bee sting babka, and I absolutely will be getting this again. It's delicious. And the saltiness of the butter mixed with the sweetness of the honey and the cinnamon and the dough, it's just such a beautiful combination. They call this the rhizomatic ginger beer. They make their own ginger syrup in-house, and it's mixed with that ginger syrup, lime juice, along with some turmeric powder and ice to get that beautiful yellow color. And then they sprinkle hibiscus powder on top, which gives it this beautiful pink. And I love the kind of sour note that the hibiscus gives. And the ginger mixed with the sparkling water is just absolutely chef's kiss. I love it. It's just packed with flavor, packed with punch, and then the lime evens it out and gives it that nice acidity that you want in a sparkling water juice beverage situation. Coat Check blew me away as far as food and drink. The atmosphere isn't my favorite. It's kind of dark. The details of the old building though are really beautiful, and I appreciate the historic feel that the building does have, and that it houses the oldest restaurant in Indianapolis. But what it lacks in aesthetic, it makes up for in food and beverage. They really have some of the coolest beverages in town as far as coffee shops go, and their pastries are absolutely fabulous. We're here at MOTW. I got the samosa empanada. We have some baklava, and then I got the coconut hibiscus refresher. And I'm so excited to dive in. I already tore the empanada in half to get some shots of it, and I wish smell-o-vision was a thing because this smells absolutely amazing. All of the warm Middle Eastern spices are really coming through. What's in here is spiced potato, cilantro, chickpea, onion, and then garam masala as well, which is so pungent when it comes to smell. It's absolutely amazing, and it's a pretty traditional samosa filling for this. And then it's so fun that it's in an empanada. I love that they went with empanadas. They have a chicken one, a spinach one, and a beef one along with the samosa one. And I appreciate that they have vegetarian options because that's not always the case, but usually with Middle Eastern cuisine, you do find that, and that's why I love it so much. So I have to eat this because the smell is just killing me. Oh my God. Wow. We have this really bright spice mix that's happening, and I can taste the like clove and the allspice coming through in this really bright combination that meets the butter so nicely that's on this empanada. It's just a lovely pairing to have those kind of sweeter but very pungent spices and the butter mixed together. The potatoes have kind of mashed together with the chickpeas, so it is a very soft filling that chews so beautifully with the flaky texture of the empanada dough. And then when you get the crunch of the crust, it's just such a beautiful mouthfeel. This too is one of the best samosa fillings that I've had in town. It's light, it's airy, but it has everything that I wanted when it comes to the flavor that I think of when I order a samosa. And if you aren't familiar with samosas, you can often find them in Indian cuisine. They are a kind of pastry, a ball. I'll put a picture here filled with the potatoes, sometimes peas. I've seen carrots in them as well. Chickpeas are sometimes in them too, but they're usually flavored with Indian spices, garam masala, and they just pair beautifully. So this is a coffee shop, but I appreciate that they have refreshers, and they do have some caffeine refreshers if you're not feeling a coffee or a matcha or a chai. They have some jasmine tea refreshers, so you can get something for those hot days that's iced and a little bit lighter. I went with the coconut hibiscus, and it's a lot sweeter than I thought it was going to be, because usually hibiscus is pretty tart, it's pretty sour, but they actually, instead of using hibiscus, they use a hibiscus syrup that's made in-house, and then a coconut syrup as well to bring those flavors, splashed with sparkling water and sparkling lemonade. So totally was not what I was expecting, but meets everything that I wanted. I really like the combination of the sparkling lemonade and the sparkling water. I haven't seen that before in a drink. The coconut syrup is really nice. It's almost giving pina colada vibes. On to the part that I have been waiting for, the baklava. Baklava is one of my favorite desserts because of the texture, the flavors, the just sweetness that it has. All of the flaky phyllo dough layers mixed with the crunchy nuts and the soft bottom. It's just like a texture corral in my mouth, and I absolutely love it each time. Plus, pistachio is just an underrated nut. Oh my god. Wow. Damn. It's a perfect dessert. If you're looking for that salty and sweet combination, the phyllo dough is quite salty, while the pistachio is like ooey gooey, crunchy, and it's truly something that I crave very often. Indianapolis, if you are looking for a coffee spot that does way more than coffee, MOTW is the absolute place. I'm way happier than when I walked in the door. I'm at Provider Coffee on 16th Street in downtown Indianapolis. I love this place. It's one of my go-to local coffee shops because they have great non-caffeinated drinks and a ton of food. If you're looking for a breakfast sandwich and a snack or a drink, you want to come to Provider. They have the cutest aesthetic inside with the plants, and personally in the warmer months, my favorite part is the patio outside. They have a bunch of pergolas, so it's nice and shaded, and you get a really pretty view of Indianapolis. Today I ordered the golden milk latte, which in my opinion is one of the best in town because of the punch. I like my golden milk lattes really spicy and punchy and gingery, and you definitely get that. Their golden milk lattes are made with an in-house ginger syrup. They also put turmeric in it, a little bit of chili, so it has that nice spice, and then topped with some hibiscus powder, which brings that beautiful, elegant look to the drink. That's really good. It's like smoky. I've never gotten their hummus plate here. I have gotten their vegan sandwich, which is pretty good, but the hummus plate is surprising me. The hummus is a roasted red pepper hummus, and they actually have roasted peppers with some olive oil, it looks like, on top to dress it, which is a nice touch. The hummus is really smoky, and it's really, really creamy. I'm a big fan of cucumbers and hummus, so I'm glad that that was their vegetable of choice. Is it recording? You want some of this? I'm sorry, babe, I didn't even think of that. Another thing that I've noticed about Provider is that they're always playing really nice and chill indie music, and the staff here is so friendly. They're always in a good mood. They're always willing to have a little conversation and share a part of their day with you. Thanks for coming along with me as I tried out a few coffee shops for non-coffee drinkers. I hope you enjoy and try these out if you're in the Indianapolis area. They are absolutely worth a shot if you are looking for a bite and a drink and a good time. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and comment below what type of video I should do next. Much love to you, and I'll catch you in the next one.